That's a little riff I called David's Test Drive and See, and you can find it at UkesterBrown.com if you want to play it. But that's not why I'm here. I'm here to introduce you to my new ukulele, and her name is Sweet Loretta. She's a Bonanza ukulele, which are made in northern Minnesota by Pete Mai. And if you remember from my other videos, the thing that really makes these unique is they are made out of kitchen countertop laminate called Wilsonart. And this pattern is called Retro Hot Rod or Hot Rod Retro. And I'll hold it up in front here so you can see a good example of how it looks. Looks pretty good. And a couple things that I'll just point out right away is this one has a concert neck versus my other one that you may have seen is a standard soprano scale. But it has a matching faceplate with an aftermarket UkesterBrown logo. They've got matching tuners, so it matches the red really well, if you can see that. And I'll just take you down the neck. We did put a neck strap button on this one because I thought I might use it for teaching situations where I might want to have hands free a little bit and let it dangle. Very nice clean break around the edges. One thing that's really nice on the bridge on this one is he's got a nice chamfered beveled edge on the ends there. And if you can see, the nut and saddle are made out of corian, I believe, and so this one is kind of pebbled looking and it's brown. It matches really nice. Here's the nut. So going back down to the bridge there, string through, he's able to lighten up the framing because it's a string through, that way it's not tugging so hard. This one we put in a passive pickup. I've not tried the passive pickup yet because I don't have an amp, and I'm not worried about it not functioning. It'll be fine. And at some point in time I'll make a video with it plugged in. But just to compare a little bit, now this is the soprano. This was the prototype that he made the next day after getting some advice from me and the founder of our strum and ukulele group named Brian. He's built some ukuleles, so he was able to give Pete some good advice on what to do. But here I'll give you one example of one of the changes that he's made on this one. And you can see that Sweet Loretta is about a 1/4 inch thicker. She's kind of a fat bottom gal in comparison to the other soprano, this being the prototype. And here's just an example of Sweet Loretta's more full-figured voice. And here's the other soprano with the thinner framed body. Little thinner sound. Sweet Loretta's got a fuller voice to her. So let's take her for a little test drive. I got a gal and she sure is sweet, cute from her head down to her feet. I'm telling you now, she sure is neat. She's the most That little riff is called Waikiki Shepherd. You can find that at UkesterBrown.com too, but it gets you up into that C6 range. So you can kind of hear some of the other resonances. Great sounding uke. Cool stuff. I don't know what to say. Kitchen countertop made into a ukulele. She shakes all the way through. You can feel her shake. Say what you will, but you can't argue with Sweet Loretta.